All right. Okay, we are live.
Where are we live? Hello, world.
Hello, world. Indeed. All right. I am going to start. Matt, say stuff. Make sure that we didn't slip back into Hell Zone.
Hey, Cody, it's me, man. I'm talking.
All right, we're good. All right.
No, your Hell Zone, not mine.
I posted the watch together in there. So
I got it. Thanks, sir.
Yep. All right. Okay, we're recording. Hello, everybody, and welcome to YNIN's Cartridge Blowers, the show where we give video games a second chance to make a first impression. I'm Cody Coleman, and with me, as always, is Nikki Wright.
Happy birthday, Cartridge Blowers.
And Matt Crua.
And incidentally, happy birthday, Jesus.
All right, cool. Neither one's birthday currently, but
I thought you were making the man. I thought maybe like Cartridge Blowers was the savior of the earth or something. That would have been amazing.
Oh man,
there's still time.
All right, new mythology around Cartridge Blowers.
Yes, we can call our new religion blowing. I don't know.
So,
well, show over. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Goodbye, everybody. Don't leave a comment. Just kidding.
So
please don't comment.
You never do. It's fine. So this is the show where in the second half we will play video games based around the theme. And this time the theme is we are all not so secret Santaing each other. We bought a game for someone for the holidays and we played it. And you get to see how that turned out a little bit later. If you are watching live, as you can almost every other Friday, you're just going to have to watch us talk and say all the other stuff in the meantime. But you can subscribe to us on twitch.tv/Cartridge Blowers or youtube.com/YNINpod. They're popping up in the lower corner, right? So, yeah. So, this is the time where we just talk about the stuff that we played, guys. What did we play? Anything worth talking about?
I have things to talk about.
Oh my god, you're so excited.
I played video games. Some good ones. I played good video games this week.
Did you? What'd you play?
I played. Let's talk about the old and we'll talk about the new.
Okay, sounds good.
I played The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Sorry, what?
Oh, man. Matt played some Breath of the Wilding. Oh, hey, Nikki.
Oh, hey, Merry Holidays.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I should show off my sweater. It's very fun.
That's pretty cool. I don't have any Christmas sweaters, so I just went and found garland, and I'm wearing it as a scarf, yes.
As a garland.
Good job. You look so Christmassy. It's
so festive.
Yeah. I love it.
Oh my god, it's itchy and it's noisy. Jesus Christ.
You don't have to keep wearing it if you don't want to.
You know what? Cody is cosplaying as Chuck from Dead Rising too for some reason.
Just my Christmas normal. On the corner.
Yeah. So let me talk to you a little bit about the games that I played. I played Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. It released some DLC.
How is the DLC?
Oh no, I dropped my phone. The DLC is I'll put it the way I put it to Cody earlier. Did you like the shrines?
Yeah, they were all right.
The DLC is good then. It is so basically this DLC is you start out and you have kind of a quest where you are on the Great Plateau. And you have a weapon called the Ultimate Obliterator, which is a badass name.
Right?
And it is this big club, and it kills everything in one hit.
That's incredible.
Oh, wow.
But it also forces your health to be a quarter of a heart forever.
Oh, no.
So you die in one hit as long as you hold it. And so the challenge is you have to do these 4 new shrines that pop up on the Great Plateau. And beat some monsters in order to unlock the shrines, and then complete all of the shrines in order to unlock the next part of the quest.
Okay.
And then after that, you drop the Obliterator. Everything goes back to normal. But it's very cool. It's this kind of it's a neat, interesting take on the combat challenges.
Okay.
Then you get basically for each of the 4 divine beasts, there are 3 shrines you need to find for each beast. And to find those, you normally have to use a photograph that has appeared on a weird rock formation that appears near the divine beast itself. Not Rivali, but Cass sings you a brand new song for each hero and gives you hints on how to find the shrines. You have to complete these challenges, most of which are pretty fun, and then you unlock the shrine, and you must complete the shrine. Then, when you're done with all of that, see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 new shrines, along with all the challenges you have to do to unlock those shrines. Then you go back to the Shrine of Resurrection, and there is, spoiler alert, I don't think it's too much of a spoiler, a new divine beast.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. That's cool.
With a really cool boss that I definitely will not spoil at the end.
All right.
But a brand new boss that is very difficult, but a lot of fun. And then when you beat that, you unlock, of course, the highlight of the DLC, the Master Cycle Zero, which is a motorcycle that you can drive around Hyrule.
Oh, I have heard about this.
It's badass and it's great and I love it.
It looks really stupid.
No, it's great and it's fantastic and a lot of fun.
All right, now fight.
I really enjoyed the DLC. I played through it in a couple days, and all the shrines are really cool. There's some new ideas that haven't been used in them before, and a lot of tense moments inside of them. And I don't know, it's a good DLC. Plus, you get some new story elements, like nothing major, but just some nice character development for the 4 champions.
That's cool.
Zelda. And they more so take the form of like the memories, kind of.
Okay.
There's some quick short cutscenes, but it's a fun DLC. It's if you've got the season pass already, definitely play it.
So how do you get into it? Is it like a menu option? Or does the stuff appear after a certain point in the game, or like how would you go about playing the DLC once you've downloaded it?
So it shows up as a quest.
Okay.
And then you have to go to the area to activate the quest. And so it's completely optional. As opposed to the Master Quest DLC 1, however, which could be accessed from, I believe, the beginning of the game, this DLC you have to have beaten all 4 Divine Beasts at least.
Okay. So if you're like rushing to beat Ganon with just 1 Divine Beast or something, no dice, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I should also mention, I'm sorry, after you beat the 3 shrines per Divine Beast, you also get a refight with the boss of each Divine Beast, but it's more difficult. And you're given a specific item set for each boss, and they have new attacks.
Oh, a specific item set.
Yeah, you're forced into whatever item set Link fought with against them 100 years ago. And it's fun. It's a cool challenge.
All right, yeah, no, it's no making it super easy with just fucking lightning swords and whatnot.
You can eat food beforehand, but that's about it.
All right.
With some effects. So yeah, I highly recommend the DLC. It's a lot of fun. And then I've been playing Xenoblade Chronicles 2 for this quick as well, which is a JRPG. You play a guy named Rex, and it's this very strange world where everyone lives in the clouds and there seems to be no planet and there seems to be no land at all, in fact, and everyone just kind of lives on the back of floating monsters.
Cool.
And that's a JRPG premise if I ever heard one.
Yeah.
It is a if you don't like JRPGs, you will not like this game.
Okay.
If you are interested in JRPGs whatsoever, you'll probably like this game a whole lot. It has a killer soundtrack. It has really cool battle system, though it's kind of slow to unlock.
Okay.
And like I'm in the 3rd chapter, so I'm probably about like 4, maybe 6 hours in, and I still haven't unlocked the ability to have. So let me explain, I guess, combat. You fight, and you also have with you your blade. and your blade is your weapon, but also it's a living being.
Yeah, yeah. You talked last time. You talked about this. It was sword people.
They're sword people.
Your sword buddies.
Right. And during battle, you can also, and so every time you hit, you can do like time button presses, kind of like in Mario RPG.
Okay. Cool.
And to build up a combo meter to allow you to do special moves. And then if you do enough special moves, you build up another meter, which allows you to do like super duper moves. And then you can combine those with the specials and supers from your other 2 party members who also have their own sword buddies. And you're combining elements during the middle of battle and timing them at certain times in order to create certain effects. And it's oddly very complicated, but very easy to master, I think.
Okay.
So, you know, you're kind of just building and building and building and building up until you finally get to some kind of cool super duper special attack. And yet I haven't unlocked everything because you can have 3 different blades you can switch between, and I've only unlocked 2 slots, despite the fact that I have like 8 different blades. So
interesting.
Yeah. So there's still more to see in this game. The voice acting I find pretty good. A lot of people don't like it.
Okay.
I like I like it kind of keeps Xenoblade 1's everyone is British voice acting. And so they have a bunch of British British, Irish, and Welsh voice actors, and the Welsh ones are pretty fun. And meanwhile,
like anytime something from Japan is dubbed, like everyone has a conniption about it. So
yeah, that is correct.
Yeah,
there's a Japanese voice pack you can download. I didn't because come on. But I do like the fact that every person in the world seems to be vaguely British, but all the blades are American.
Really?
I guess America died and we all turned into swords. So well, living the dream.
Sword dream specifically.
Yeah, it's very anime in a lot of ways. But the world is very lush and fun to explore, despite a very frustrating minimap. And I like the battle system a lot. And I really like the progression system. This is the last thing I'll talk about in this game. So you go through the main story, and then there's hundreds of side quests to do at any given time. And you can do as many of those as you want. And when you do side quests, of course, you get gold and rewards and experience. You have the option, basically, you get that experience, it doesn't go into your character. It goes into like this kind of side experience bank.
Okay.
And whenever you go sleep, then you have the option of taking any or all of that experience. And so you choose how strong your character is, which can kind of allows you to stop yourself from becoming too powerful and cakewalking through the game.
Okay.
It works as kind of an adjustable difficulty, and I like it a lot because
That's an interesting concept.
Yeah, I don't want to make myself feel too powerful, so I'm just steamrolling everything. But I also don't want to be too weak, so I can just kind of say, all right, I'll let this guy go up 2 levels when I take a nap, and instead of the 18 I have banked, and, see how far that takes me to the next town. There's also lots of fun, weird physics system things. I push my party off cliffs a lot. It's a lot of fun.
Does that kill them?
No.
Okay, cool. So, how is this? Like, if I had not played the original, how would playing this one go?
I mean, they're not connected at all.
Okay, so it's like Final Fantasy where they share like a world.
Yeah, they don't even share a world. They just share vague, thematic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, that's good.
But that's what I've been playing this week.
Right on. Nikki, you play anything?
No.
All right. Well, I'm sorry. Cool. Yeah, I haven't played much. Played mostly Mario Odyssey, trying to get all the moons, and Stardew Valley. I am 605 moons into Mario Odyssey, which is all of the moons possible from Cascade Kingdom to Metro Kingdom. And that's a lot of fun. and I am halfway through fall in Stardew Valley. I just bought my first coop. I'm real excited. Gonna get myself some chickens.
Nice.
That's, there's not a lot to talk about in that game. It's just a lot of fun, and that's really it. Yeah.
I'm really glad that game got the notoriety, or is getting the notoriety that it is.
Yeah, me too. It's real chill. It's a real calming game. When you get into the mines, it can start getting a little stressful because you're like, I need to go 2 more levels in order to like bank an elevator spot to be able to come back here. But I also am gonna die if I get hit by 2 more slimes. So it's, you got to judge there. But beyond that, it doesn't really get too terribly bad. Like, you can always say, all right, I'll just do this in the next day. I'll go to sleep, save my game, and then wake up and do it. And it's real easy that way.
Yeah.
It's tough to be such a chill bedtime game when it has that very clear just one more day factor.
Absolutely, because time goes by pretty quick, so you won't do everything in one day that you want necessarily, but at the same time, so that in and of itself makes it compelling to just say just one more day, but then you still won't do everything you wanted to do in that day. You're like, just one more day, because you can't save the game unless you go to sleep. So, and you don't want to go to sleep like at 2 in the afternoon, because I'm not 90. So yeah, so you have to at least stay up till like the evening. So you're kind of saying, all right, I'm going to do one more day, but that's going to give me at least another 10, 15 minutes worth of playtime.
Right.
So yeah. But that's really it. That's all I've been doing. Just a very small amount of stuff to talk about in the new crap. So let's just move on to that. So Matt had something he wanted to talk about that actually just came out.
Sure.
About it.
I am a fool and I closed the title of the game. So I'll have to Google it while I'm talking about it. But a long time ago on this show, I talked about a kind of indie game called To the Moon.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I played a little. You gave me that. I played a little bit of it.
Yeah. It's a very short kind of RPG Maker-esque game that has a lot going for it. It's got a lot of heart, and it's a very emotional game. And I really liked it. And the sequel came out yesterday. That the guy had been working on for like 4 years, and it's called Finding Paradise. Okay. And it picks up where the last game left off. I haven't gotten a chance to play it yet, but I'm looking forward to giving it a shot. So I just wanted to kind of give that one a shout out.
Awesome. Yeah, you've always talked about To the Moon.
Yeah, really good.
I'll have it. Just haven't gotten around to playing it yet, but I would like to. It looks good. So yeah. Cool. Anything else you want to say about that before we move to the next one?
No, that's it.
Okay. So when this comes out, this show should be coming out on the 21st, I believe. And the day before this releases, so this should be out for those of you watching this after recording, Bridge Constructor Portal comes out, which is a Bridge Constructor is a game where you have to build bridges and make them sturdy and able to support trucks and get them from point A to point B. This is that concept, but it takes place in Portal's universe, where you have the addition of portals, the goos, the light bridges, everything that's in a Portal game to also help get your cars from point A to point B. And it's a really weird mashup game that I'm super surprised is existing, and they're getting Ellen McLean to come back to voice GLaDOS. So it's an actual addition to the Portal franchise, but it's really a kind of far departure from the first-person puzzle game that it was before.
It kind of seems like a bit of a mobile game.
It does, and I did not say this like I normally do, but it's coming out for iOS, Android, and PC. So I'm hoping they don't micro transaction you to death to where it just feels like you're just playing a commercial all the time, like a lot of mobile games do. But it is a mobile game,
I think
so
Switch, and I think it's getting console release.
is it? Well, it may not be coming out on the same day.
Okay.
But you're at least going to get Android, iOS, and PC on the 20th. So yeah. I would like to play it. I really like the Portal games. Portal 2 is one of my favorite games of all time. So I'm excited, but at the same time, really seems fucking weird. So so we'll see. I'll play it and then let you know. I do not believe it's
back.
I'm sorry?
Portal's making like kind of a big comeback, and I think
Yeah.
okay, so maybe we'll make a Portal 3.
Hope so.
See that
That'd be
ROM
great.
hack of Mario 64? That's Mario 64 with portals.
I did. I have not played it yet, but I would like to. I did download it before Nintendo makes people delete it. So
Yeah.
so yeah. So yeah, that's something to look forward to. I do not believe it's free, so maybe that will aid in it not having that whole microtransaction you to death element. We'll see. And that's really it. So why don't we get into playing the games we got each other?
Let's do it. No.
All right.
All right. So Nikki, like I said, this is games that we bought for each other, and you are up first because you did not get to play a game last week. So
That's true. I didn't. So Matt bought me a game called Polybridge, and it's really funny that you mention a bridge building game because
Yeah.
that's exactly what this game is.
right on.
So you already kind of introduced the concept. Like there are no portals, but it's everything you set up to portals.
Okay.
So,
Cool.
um,
All right. Awesome. Is there anything else you want to say, or should we just get into it?
I suppose we could just get into it.
Okay.
Sure.
All right.
So the music's really good. There's
Yeah.
a really nice tutorial. I mean, I don't know how the game that you mentioned plays, Cody, but it's probably a lot like this.
Looks pretty similar, yeah.
Yeah. You select different materials. You choose like different ways that they can connect. And when you're done, you send your car over the bridge, and either it is successful or not.
This seems pretty easy, Nikki.
Pretty easy.
Right here. I dig the transition to this.
Like so, like you see me like moving my mouse around, it would not go to the next level.
Oh no.
That's interesting.
No, it's because it had to load the scoreboard or something.
Oh, that's right. You're still on original Nikki computer. You're not doing yet.
So I'm speeding this up because like I fail here, and I realize like almost immediately like why A, I run out of budget, and like B, why I fail. But I didn't think it through all the way. So, but I was like, oh, I'm just gonna leave it in because it's funny to watch the car full of people die.
I like honestly, I was really hoping this is where Nikki was going to take this game immediately. Wait, car death.
Yeah. Oh, did I? There we go. So they just fall into the very polygonal water. And like, I don't know. I like the idea of like killing the people, but I was like, I should maybe play the game.
Wow, Nikki. You can't say that on the internet.
Yeah, you can.
So now
Listen, if our president can accuse someone of exchanging sexual favors for votes, I can talk about fictional people dying.
True enough.
fair enough.
So,
All right. So
like
you
I said, I realized fairly quickly what my error was, and I fix it. And I'm able to go over the bridge without a problem.
Very cool.
Yeah.
You should be a bridge builder, Nikki. That should be your
Oh boy. I would build the worst bridges. Real people would die.
So wait, can you just build road? Is that what that says?
Yeah, so the first little material that you have to work with is road. The next is wood.
Okay.
And I suppose wood is what reinforces the road, which I guess makes sense.
I guess.
Yeah.
You should switch up the parts that you build out of road and the parts you build out of wood. I bet you'd have a very different experience.
Oh, you
Yes.
would. You absolutely would. And then you'd go over budget immediately. Because I guess wood is really expensive, guys.
Okay.
Are these tutorial levels?
No, these are the levels after the tutorial. The tutorial was like 8 levels.
Oh wow.
So I was starting to record those, but I was like, man, the tutorial is going to be really boring to watch. So,
Yeah.
and by this point, I'd been recording for like 30 minutes and I was running out of space because I have very little space left on this computer. So
Time to get that other one built, Nikki.
I need a case.
Oh, well, all right.
I'll make a case. Hey, Nikki, go buy a case. That's my case. I've put it,
I like
I've
it.
put it out there.
Very compelling.
Oh shoot! Now you're angled.
I'm angled.
Yeah.
So I'm like trying to figure out like what do I do? I could make like a bendy road.
Whoa.
Ooh.
This seems bad.
Yeah, that was a bad idea. But I end up opting not to do that mostly because I forgot how to implement it from the tutorial. So honestly, I thought I had built it because that's why I went right for the wood material.
Sure.
And I was really confused about like why I couldn't use wood. And I was like, what's going on? And then, eventually I noticed, oh, hey, wood is selected. So let's build the road.
This is a very calm soundtrack.
Yeah, the soundtrack is great.
I dig it. Oh.
Yeah, that's not what I wanted. Apparently I wasn't at the right angle, so we're rebuilding.
Can you make him plow under the wall?
Yeah.
Holy shit, can you? You probably could. No, you can't because you have to complete the bridge first before it lets you play.
Okay.
And yeah, otherwise you can't just send them off an incompleted bridge, which would have made the game way better.
Just make him keep driving at an upward angle forever and
Forever, yeah. I would have loved the hell out of that.
roller coaster bridge.
Yeah.
Dude. You're playing this game incorrectly.
I am.
By that I mean you're playing it correctly.
Right. It's not the prettiest looking bridge, but it gets the job done.
Look at that.
Yeah.
I kind of dig the style once it leaves 2D mode. I like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
game. So
I've sped this up because I started, and I didn't realize it right away, but I started building the bridge entirely out of wood.
Well, there you go. You did what I told you to do.
Right.
But
But
minus the
before I
road.
finished it, I sort of ran over budgets, and I don't know, I was having a difficult time like connecting the little wood pieces toward the end. And I was like, what the hell is, going on? And then I realized, oh wait, I'm building my entire bridge out of wood. It is going to completely fall.
I want to
Which happens. Like in the tutorial, they set it up for you purposefully that like it tells you, oh, we just taught you this. Now just build this other thing. And they conveniently forget to tell you that you need to add something else. So if you just have like a bridge without any support, it literally just falls into the water.
They trick you into murdering people?
Yes, they do. And so the tutorial is really great in that regard, just because, it's fun to just watch the bridge collapse and the cars drive over anyway.
What a dark game now. All of a sudden.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, so, I'm going to get it this time. I'm going to build the bridge.
But you can build it in the ocean down there. Just do that.
I could have. but I didn't because
Drive
I
straight to that pyramid.
took my government job as city bridge builder very seriously, and people were not going to die on purpose on my watch.
Nikki, quit building a bridge to somewhere. It needs to end in death.
Yeah.
Jeez, don't give this girl Roller Coaster Tycoon. She's just gonna make really fun normal roller coasters.
I'd probably do a mix of both. I'd probably create the euthanasia coaster first. Which, that sounds like a joke, listener, but look it up. That's a legit
thing. Yeah.
That error message kept popping up, and I don't really know why, because I wasn't doing anything differently.
Interesting. This looks like a badly built bridge.
It's a terribly built bridge. Listen, I only got an AA in bridge building. Apparently you need a master's, but hey, this town knew what they were signing up for when they bought me.
When they bought you.
Oh my.
Oh, this town only pays for lifetime engagements, so...
Do they ever have any levels where, like, the number of cars increases the weight? So if you built a bridge the same way as you did previously, it would...
Yeah, absolutely. And they have, like suspension bridges. And actually the next bridge that I was supposed to make had suspension, like, cables that you were supposed to utilize. But I couldn't remember how to do it. And by that point, I'd already been recording for, like, another 20 minutes. So I decided to end it there. They do have a way to build like a double-decker bridge, so you can have like cars going over the top and the bottom.
Okay.
And they have some other cool things that you can do that unfortunately I'm not able to showcase in this video. But it is a really clever, like they take into account a lot of like physical or different physics. So
that's cool.
It was really cool. I'll probably try to play it more when I have a computer that isn't completely...
That makes...
Yeah, no, so, maybe a good decision. But yeah, I mean,
I really liked it. I'd like to see it more with, higher resolution graphics. Like I said before the show, I had to turn everything off. Like, there's anti-aliasing, there's shadows, there's water textures. You don't see that because my toaster oven cannot run it. So.
Yeah. You guys now know why Nikki always plays games that don't have graphics any better than the Super Nintendo era, because her computer can't do bridge constructor or polybridge.
Right. And like I have it on high performance and everything. It's just like it's hamsters and that's
Yeah. All right. So anything else you would like to say before we move on?
No, thank you, Matt. It was really fun.
Glad you liked it.
Yeah.
Right on. Okay, so I suppose I'm up next, and I played a game that Nikki purchased for me called Refunked, which is a first-person platform game, and the whole point of this game is to be real relaxing, and it is maybe the most chill game I've ever played, if not the most, one of the most. It is a game that never once felt stressful, and at the same time I wanted to play through in its entirety, and really enjoyed it. And there's little elements of it that I cut out, mostly the story elements, because I don't want to spoil anything, because I think it will not have the same impact if you do go out and play it if you've already seen it before. So I did that. But this game is fun. I will say that if you purchase it, I was able to 100% the game in 30 minutes. So it is a very short game. I feel it's worth it. So let's...
It was like $3. So
yeah, that's about $3 worth of gameplay time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not bad. So I would give you more information about it, but I want to look it up, and the only kind of Wikipedia article I could find was a French Wikipedia article that just basically said what I just told you. So let's just get right into it. All right, so you can see you start in this sort of water area with these little platforms that have lifted up into the air, and you go to get these little red dots. And that is the main goal of most little areas, is to jump up and get to the next red dot to make the next area lift up out of the ocean. So at first, it is a very basic platform game where all you do is walk around and jump. Nothing else to it. But then you do, as you progress, get like launching platforms and wall jumping and stuff like that. So I don't know if this is actually necessary that you make every single platform green, but I felt compelled to do it anyway. Also, this is a game, the music has a very big effect on the whole relaxation element of it. It really seems to fit. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, the music seemed really cool. When I was looking for a game to do, I was deciding between this one and another one, and I was like, well, what does the music sound like in both games? And so I went on YouTube and found the soundtracks for both.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And I liked this one better. And I also just liked the reviews that it got. Someone said that this was, quote, literally a virtual stress ball. And I was like, this sounds
Agreed.
Right.
Absolutely. Yeah. So you'll see, I just picked up a red cube and that little achievement popped up. And that's how the story plays out in this game. As you collect those cubes, the achievements will pop up and it will kind of reveal the story through the achievement title, which is kind of neat.
I feel like you're in some kind of Mirror's Edge Green Hill zone.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a perfect explanation or description.
And then you go through the Mario X Rabbids pipes, and you're good to go.
I still haven't played that game, man.
Oh, what?
I need to get it. I really would like to play it once Mario proper is no longer something I'm playing. So yeah, so there's the little platforms I was trying to avoid jumping on it there, so that I could get over here, but I failed. So as you can see, the platforming doesn't look super difficult, but it still feels satisfying.
Sure.
Seems like a pretty basic game that someone made in Unity or something.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's an Unreal Engine 4 game, but yeah, I mean,
nice.
Yeah, I made it.
Yeah, you did. So do you get, maybe you said this already, but do you get anything like an achievement or something for turning all of the white squares green?
I honestly, I don't know. If like, I got most of the achievements in the game, but I also felt compelled to turn every white square green. So I don't know if a difference if I hadn't just decided to do that anyway.
Sure.
You know, I was thinking, watching this game, I was like, oh, okay, so the water is death, right? But you can just jump in and swim.
Yep.
You can, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If you hadn't figured that out on your own when playing it, there is one part that kind of forces you into the water.
Sure.
That you can swim, though that is never there isn't anything under the water that you need to do. Everything that you need to do is all above the water. I swim around in this little area. That was the part that forces you into the water, just to see if there was anything that needs to be achieved underneath the surface of the water. But there's not. It's all the stuff that raises up.
Is this still the first level?
There is only one level.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. You just basically keep building this world until it's done. So I cut ahead here. This is where I learn about wall jumping.
Oh, nice.
Oh, this is neat.
Yeah. So the wall jumping, I have not quite figured it out just yet, but you jump in whatever angle you're pointed at. So right here is where I realize I have to turn around mid-jump to be able to get up to
That's
the top,
pretty cool.
which was kind of neat. And that thing isn't just a mistake. There are some puzzles that you have to, like right here, you have to use the ability to jump off at angles to get up to the top. And we'll be getting to the end of this video pretty soon, I believe. There is really only one part that I felt to be horribly, just really difficult to figure out. And that I actually did after I had beaten the game because I wanted to 100% it. And I'll show it to you when we get there. But it was the only thing that they did not kind of have something that teaches it to you. So this is the platform, the spring platform. I haven't figured out that's what that is yet.
Oh, I see.
So you have to jump while on it to jump up. It doesn't automatically bounce you.
Is there a story to this game?
There is a communication with the player.
You said it was through the achievements, but I mean, like, what's that story? What are you?
So I don't want to say too much because the reveal is fairly is meant to have a certain impact to the player. But basically, this
like your own dad?
No, it's kind of a feel good kind of thing. But
oh, you're your own baby.
You're your own baby.
You're a baby. This is the fallopian tube.
What? So yeah, this is just a world that deteriorated, fell into the water, and you are raising it out of the ocean. And
okay.
There is no apparent reason for you doing it except that you just want to jump on shit.
Then the Atlanteans show up at the end and are like, "Oh, thanks. We've been trying to do that for like ever."
Yeah.
But our damn fins wouldn't.
Stupid, dumb fins.
Okay, so this is the one I found rather difficult.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was quite a jump.
Yeah.
This game could do with a double jump.
Yeah, it could.
You have one, don't you?
Nope.
Okay.
So if like you jump while you're on your way up, do you jump higher?
Yeah, it looks like he's getting some momentum there.
Yeah.
This is where I found out that Nikki is correct.
Nice.
This game does not teach you anything. This is a game that teaches you through game design what you need to do and let you kind of figure it out on your own. There's no hand holding in this game at all. So as a result, there's very little reason for you to naturally come to the conclusion that you can jump on these platforms to gain momentum, which ultimately I had to do. So figuring that out was a pain in the butt, but there we go. So yeah, that was it. I really did enjoy this game. I very much appreciate it. I'd say I'd play it again, but I 100%ed it in 30 minutes.
So there's no reason to ever.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. But I really enjoyed it. It was. I played it before work. It was a real good way to get into a good spot before work, and I appreciate that.
Yay.
Yeah. So yeah, that's it. Matt, you're up next.
Okay. So Cody got me a game entitled Escapegoat, which is a very fun video game title. I had heard of Escapegoat a long time ago. It got released for PS3 and Xbox 360. And I believe was in a featured Xbox Live indie title.
Was it?
And yeah, and it's basically it's a kind of 2D platformer, a puzzle platformer, kind of. I would say in the vein of maybe Super Meat Boy, though not as dumb and ridiculously challenging. And more focused on puzzle solving. You are a goat. You are trying to escape. The end. You have a mouse and he's your friend, and there are sheep that you want to make sure also get saved.
Okay.
Made by a developer named Magical Time Bean.
Okay.
Reviewer John Walker said it was short but enjoyable. One funny thing I found out was that I own Escape Goat 2 on Steam.
Oh.
And have since 2015. Cody gifted me the prequel to a game I own and have never played.
Okay,
So,
well now you know if you should bother with the sequel.
now I've got the whole set.
Right on. Cool. I'm glad to do that for you, buddy.
So let's play Escape Goat.
Let's do it.
So you are in prison, Goat, for the crime of witchcraft. Now dwell here with the others for all eternity.
You're a goat that does witchcraft?
Well, yes.
Oh, okay.
I am the witch goat. So the prison of Venus.
Look at you.
And this is pretty much what you'll see for the entire game. I don't think there's anything in this game that couldn't really be done on the NES.
Okay.
Every time you get in front of one of these stones, it'll kind of give you hints for the game. Here we're in a tutorial level. It's just telling me I can double jump or hold A to jump longer. It's got pretty simple controls, and it specifically tells you to, if you want to have a good time, use an Xbox 360 controller.
Well, I think that it should be most games.
Yes. And so you're just kind of progressing through different rooms, and it's pretty straightforward. I'm just kind of going back and forth here and pressing buttons.
Man, do like all the levels have a button that morph the stage like this?
Not always. They all have different gimmicks, actually, which is one of the neat things about it. And so this one is kind of moving all these blocks around. For the most part, here at the beginning, you're going to see that there's no really dangerous gimmicks, and I can pretty much just find my way through a level in the first shot. And here's my buddy.
Hey.
Well, you're not alone. I'm going with you. So now I can get my mouse out ahead of me, and he can press buttons that are in caverns that I can't get through.
That's cool.
I can recall how to be.
He sure was trying to go the long way.
Yeah, I messed up with my mouse, as is always the case with me. You can throw him. He'll climb up walls, and he'll walk upside down and all kinds of things. But he'll press buttons, and that's really all you truly need. I also press B while holding down to drop him in place.
Okay.
Which gave me some platforms here. And you don't have to bring your friend with you, though I want to. So,
well, yeah.
This room teaches you all about the other major control feature, which is dashing, using a right trigger to dash. I want to destroy this rock, so this rock turns that weird thing in the background. And then we destroy all of these boxes like a cool guy.
Yeah, what the hell is that thing in the background?
Where at?
The thing you made spin with the rock.
Yeah, I don't actually know what it is, and it shows up in a lot of other levels, and it's kind of vague in its usage, if that makes sense.
Okay.
You won't see it here, but one of the later levels, I have to go on this conveyor belt around a room that has no floor. And there's a lot of those twisty things in there, and like I don't know when it will activate it or not, and it's very strange.
Oh, you need a key. Okay.
Yeah, so this kind of teaches you need keys. We're in the tutorial levels, but they're short and fairly easy, so we can kind of bust through them.
I'm digging the style of this game so far. It looks
Yeah,
fun.
it's
it reminds me sort of like maybe not Dig Dug, but like similar games.
sure.
Yeah, I can see that.
A lot of the style reminds me of kind of old PC games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so I should mention I got a magic hat, and I put it on the mouse, and it allows me to press X to the point where I can warp to wherever my mouse is. We'll kind of just trade.
Oh, okay.
And so, like, the mouse,
Cool.
it can't grab keys, so I have to get myself in there to get the key. And I'll just put the mouse out there, switch places, and move on to that room.
Buy mouse.
Yeah. The magic hat disappears whenever you go through a door, though, so you can't keep it.
Well, that's lame, but I guess I get that.
You get it where you need it. It's part of the puzzle progression.
Yeah.
And so now you get this kind of Mega Man into the game boss selection thing. And each one of these doors sends you to another 6-room corridor that have their own set of puzzles, normally with their own gimmick. So Ruins of Red Clay and the Frozen Corridor, I just decided to get rid of the ice level first.
Okay.
Made the most sense.
Yeah.
Dashing feels really good. It's a very intuitive to control game. Okay, so
friend.
Yeah, you can throw him. He can't climb on ice though.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah, so I'm trying to get him on there. There we go. If he presses both buttons, I can just kind of go through here.
Oh, that's handy.
I don't know why I sent him. That was foolish.
So far, no enemies.
No, not yet. There are enemies in this game, though.
Okay.
And I will not say they are few and far in between.
Okay.
Here I'm just trying to do things so I can hopefully speed run the room.
Okay.
I wanted to be.
Those are skulls, but they remind me of the creepy masks from Mario 2. Sorry.
I can see that. No, yeah, the Phantos.
I was thinking that too.
And if they started chasing me, I would freak out.
Yeah. They gave me nightmares as a child.
So we got the magic hat, and so now we can teleport in this level as well. Because I can't get back up there, so we're going to have to throw our little mouse buddy.
No!
We got to make sure he hits the correct wall, because he can't go up or down ice. So we can trade places, and we can get through the door, and we're done with this level. Room 3. This one's a fun room. There's a conveyor belt at the bottom that's kind of keeping me in.
Oh! Dead.
Yeah, so when you die, you restart a room immediately. It's very forgiving. So I knew not to push that button. It seemed pretty bad. And I didn't want to push that one either. I just wanted to get the key and move on with my life. Oh. Oh, wait, I pushed the button and dropped those brown blocks down there in front of that key. So if you get stuck, you can retry with the back button.
Nice.
Which I got stuck.
Aw.
Yeah, so let's try this one more time. So get the first key. Then we want to go and get the second key, but let's get this one down here first.
Yeah, there you go.
Then we'll go get
You have the teleporty hat? No?
I don't. Well, throw the mouse. Maybe that'll get it. Oh, no, there's ice. It's gonna... Okay. Bye, cruel world.
Oh, you made yourself dead again.
Yeah, so let's try this again, but change the order up a little bit. Let's go up top first. And let's just not press any buttons.
Oh.
Hey.
That's a good plan.
Yeah. Buttons kind of seem to be screwing me over in this level.
Cool.
And here I can...
That was really...
yeah, it's a pretty good puzzle.
Challenging, I think, yeah.
Yeah. So here I've got a little ice pushing puzzle. And I've got these 4 buttons on the left that I need to push all at the same time in order to access the door.
I see what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, it's a fairly simple thing, though I don't actually see it at first. I'm like, let's get through it 2 out of the way, and then let's... Oh, man, what have I done?
You got to make an ice stack, buddy.
I do. So let's get that down there. I don't need that. And let's try and make our cool stack. Give it a 3 push. Come around. from around here. And there's our 4. And we can very easily push it right into the buttons.
There we go.
And one more. All right, so there's a key that we have to get, and it's up there surrounded by buzzsaws. We also have a magic hat we need to get, but we can't get to that. The buzzsaws are also stopped by ice, just like my fun mouse friend.
Did you throw your mouse friend into a buzzsaw?
I very much did.
Rude.
I don't see a problem with that on an ethical level, do you?
A little bit.
I just cannot reach that magic hat, so I'm not really sure exactly what to do to get up to that hat. So I restart. I don't really know why. And so instead, I didn't notice these platforms, apparently. So let's just use platforms. Push all these buttons.
Yeah.
Boom. All right. So this is easy. Now I get it. We'll get up. We'll push that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty simple. Then I have to still get in and get that key, but it's a little easier because I'm afraid of buzzsaws. I'm deathly allergic.
Right.
I'm like, no, don't just stand there. Bust a move, idiot. Get over there. Aw, buddy. Get over there. Teleport, get the key, teleport back. And we're good to go. And then we get a sheep, because for some reason goats like to help sheep escape. There are other major enemies later on. I played this I played it through 2 or 3 more corridors immediately after finishing this video.
Okay.
And there are like these weird Grim Reapers that come out, and they are very scary, and they chase you around and throw fireballs at you.
Cool.
But yeah, so each kind of corridor is different and has its own little puzzle set, and they're all pretty fun.
Can your little headbutt dash act as an attack?
Not in my experience.
Okay, so you don't really have much defense.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
Everything kills you in pretty much one hit.
Right on.
Yeah, but it's a lot of fun. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome. I'm glad
I'm
you
gonna probably finish it. So
awesome. And then you have a sequel.
yes.
So yeah. All right, so that's pretty much it. No one played a bad game, I don't think. So that's good.
We're good friends.
Yeah. No one got
We
someone
like each other. It's weird.
amazing. Yeah, decades of friendship will do that, I suppose.
Yeah.
All right, so before we go ahead and end the show, Matt, what are we doing next time?
So it's kind of like Christmas still.
A little bit.
How you ever read The Gift of the Magi?
Yeah.
So it's like, I got you coloring book and you got me crayons, and like we traded each other's gifts, and I sold my hair. It's the whole thing. But in this case, the gift is different.
Okay.
Because I got you a wonderful military horse, and you got me a gigantic metal suit of armor. And gosh, what are we gonna do? I don't know. I think we'll have to come together, combine our powers, and play medieval games.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Anything with knights, wizards, horses, whatever's you got.
Dragons.
Dragons.
Yeah, it's a very musical beast. Cool. So that's what you have to look forward to.
Is there a King Vitamin video game?
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Someone make it before next week. Cool. All right, then. So that's what you have to look forward to. Until then, I'm Cody Coleman. With me, as always, is Nikki Wright.
Happy birthday, Cartridge Blowers viewers.
And Matt Crua.
Happy birthday, everyone.
Correct. Until next time, don't die. But Matt, what should they do?
Keep on blowing.
Correct. Good night, everybody.
Bye.
All right, and stop recording.
So I have to go. I have to go pick up Dylan and my dad.
What? Where are they?
So my dad and Dylan went to go have dinner, with some other work people, and they thought what fun it would be to take the train. And unfortunately, my dad and some of the older work guys got super drunk and decided to stay until well beyond the time that the trains run. And so now they're stuck in Petaluma, and Dylan was texting me throughout the show saying, it's really bad. I really don't want to get into an Uber with your dad who is just grossly drunk.
Okay. All right, then. Well,
some show titles that I wrote down, though.
Let's do show titles real quick. Nikki, you tell me what you wrote down first.
Mirror's Edge Green Hill Zone.
Okay.
Deathly Allergic to Buzzsaws. And Bust a Move, idiot.
All right, so I have America Died and We All Turned into Swords. I also had Mirror's Edge Green Hill Zone. Damn These Stupid Dumb Fins of Mine. I Am the Witch Goat, Goo Goo Gachoo. I'm trying to.
I wanted to write that down, but
I'm just trying to do things. And I actually have Don't Just Stand There, Bust a Move, Idiot.
Yeah, I like that too.
So I'll see yay or nay real quick. America Died and We All Turned into Swords.
Not a bad one.
All right. Mirror's Edge Green Hill Zone.
I don't love it.
Okay.
Yeah, got better.
Damn These Stupid Dumb Fins of Mine. Nope. I Am the Witch Goat, Goo Goo Gachoo.
I mean, I don't hate it.
Yeah, it's all right.
All right, I'll start. I'm Just Trying to Do Things. Nope. Don't Just Stand There, Bust a Move, Idiot, or Bust a Move, Idiot. Either of those?
Yeah.
No? Okay. Deathly Allergic to Buzzsaws.
Same, but not really.
Huh? No? Okay. So that is America Died and We All Turned into Swords, and I Am the Witch Goat, Goo Goo Gachoo.
I'm ready for whatever.
Nikki, do you have a preference?
I don't.
All right. How about America Died and We All Turned into Swords? Does that sound good to you, everybody?
Okay.
All right.
All right. It was fun. Sorry, I have to take off.
No worries. Good luck, Nikki.
Bye,
Thank you. I'm real excited.
Answer whatever you have tomorrow. Come to Stuff Weekly.
Yeah.
I would like to come to Stuff Weekly. I'm doing a music recital tomorrow, and so I kind of it's an obligation.
Understand.
Cancel.
It's all right. We'll
I'm kind of hoping that I don't go last like I did last time, because that was 2.5 hours waiting.
Sure.
And then it's frowned upon that you leave after you perform, but I'm gonna leave.
You have other things to do. You have other things to do, man.
Right.
Right on. Cool. Well, we may or may not see you tomorrow. If we don't, have a good weekend. If we do, good.
And happy holiday.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'll probably see you guys. Well, we'll see.
You won't.
Anyway,
All
well,
right.
I have my brother's party to go to next Saturday, but
Woof.
gonna be like 60 people in a very small house, so I don't.
Ew.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
anyway,
Quit your
we
brother.
don't see you at all. Happy holidays.
Yes.
We'll see you soon.
Good night, Nikki.
All right.
Night.
Bye, Nikki.
bye.
Our handful of viewers are all gone, so I'm going to stop streaming.
Okay.
Bye, Twitch. Also, YouTube.